Hey guys, it's Thunder here, and welcome to another brand new, I guess, Let's Play. This time, yet again, I'm not on my own. I am also here with a couple other people who I shall get into in a moment. But first, today's game will be Midtown Madness 3. The final of the Midtown Madness series, and the reason I'm doing this one first is because it's the one I could actually record the easiest, because Midtown Madness 1 and 2 are PC only, and are old enough to basically be problematic to run on newer hardware, like I do. But Midtown Madness 3, interestingly enough, was an Xbox-only title. I guess to try to get more sales for the console, probably. Who knows? And because of that, I can just record it really easily, So we're just going to be doing this. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to use that Bloody Thunder X one, because that is a completed profile of at least the main part of the game. So we're just going to go and just create a new profile. Nope, not Thunder. There we go. And because it's a new profile, we're going to get a little bit of music. I'm going to keep that down. I mean, the music's okay, but I've never particularly cared for it that much, and that should be fine. And of course, if I had my own music, I'd be putting that in, but copyrights, so nope, that's not happening. Alright, but anyways, so what we're going to be doing here is the main mode in here is the work undercover mode, and in this base mode of the game, we can work undercover in either Paris or Washington, D.C. Now, if you go to one of them, we're going to get a cutscene that I forgot about.
Impress me, and you'll earn your new badge. This is Dieter Kleinman, legendary race car driver. Kleinman is coming to Paris to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, and it's going to be your job to keep him safe. Fans come from all over the world just to see Kleinman, to hear him, to smell him. That's why I've got you working undercover as a delivery driver. I need you all over Paris. Deliver back some good information. I'd hate to see you fail.
That has to be one of the most stereotypical French accents I've ever heard in my life. Anyways, so what I was going to say until I realized there actually was a cutscene was, there's, in the undercover mode, you've got, sections of stuff for each city, and we were going to be starting with the delivery guy. So what I'll be doing is, delivery guy will basically be part 1, taxi driver part 2, chauffeur part 3, you get the rest. So anyways, I'm just before I get into it a little, because I've been talking enough, I'll just introduce, the one person who's really here, and then the other person who's kind of back and forth right now. The one person really here right now is GameWest71.
About damn time you introduce us.
I know, I kind of took a little bit too long. And the back and forth guy here is Angel, Racer XNFS.
Hey, to be fair, I was only back and forth because, oh god, did something mess with my volume?
I don't know.
It's a very fair reason, but he was going to say there was a stream that he was paying attention to at the time of this recording.
Yeah,
yeah, that stream just ended.
Oh.
Oh, well, there you go. But anyways, so we're just gonna jump right into the delivery guy, and again with these really bad stereotypical French accents. Oh my, this is pretty fucking cheesy, I must say.
Language, sir.
No, fuck off, this is my channel.
Don't worry, he doesn't get monetization, so we don't have to be advertiser friendly.
And apparently this guy's name is Mr. Hysteria. And we get some kind of generic French girl, apparently, who's working with us, which is apparently a good thing for her and a bad thing for us. Okay, so the first mission we have here is something called Delivery by Dawn. It's basically just a morning route. We pick up parcels, deliver to destinations, and get mine out before Mathilda, because she needs an attitude adjustment. Wait a minute.
John Cena?
Yeah. Now keep going. So our car for this is this smart car wannabe looking thing called the FLE. It's a very strange, particular looking car, and one of the things is we can change our license plate, so we're going to change that to something a little more appropriate. So, So we're just gonna go with a bunch of A's because I have nothing else other creative-wise I can come up with. So, let's jump right into it, shall we? And as well, I'm also gonna mention loading screens. I might actually show these off because they're actually a little bit. They actually show at least different things on each screen, and you'll see like the layout and the little bit of hints and. As well, once it finishes loading, you actually have to press start. The loading doesn't go away until you press the button.
So it forces you to push the buttons.
Yeah, and apparently she's gonna deliver them all out before I can even push the pedal. So anyways, one thing that I just thought I'd show off, I guess, real quickly there, is that throughout both Paris and the second city, which is Washington, D.C., there's all these like little pickups you can get, and all they really are is just different alternate color schemes for the cars in the game that aren't like DLC or anything. I probably won't really be bothering with those too much because really they're just color schemes and nothing more. You can pretty much unlock. Well, I say that there's 2 exceptions. I will be trying to get those 2 exceptions, but apart from that, I probably won't be worrying about that too much. You have to be driving the vehicle required by name anyways, because if you don't, you basically you'll get a message saying you're not in the right car. You need to be driving this to pick this up. So
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
how does it not make sense then?
It just doesn't.
Clearly, but yeah, that's just how the game is. You gotta drive the vehicle that's listed by the name for the color scheme, and that's how you'll get it. You can't just drive another vehicle and get it. So, oops.
Also, this is gotta be the most bizarre way of delivering packages ever. You just pick them up in the middle of the road and then throw them at people while at speed.
And we don't really question it. It's just Paris is a little bit strange when it comes to. So, and also,
I don't know. I think we could ask Ludo about that one.
I'm pretty sure he could even confirm this is not how it works.
Well, I don't know who to blame, the French or the guys who developed shooting games.
Yes.
I blame Mathilda. Hello, Torrent. We are recording a thing. That's why I was trying to ask if you're around.
Ah.
Yes, he's playing the predecessor to Battlefield 1.
Clearly, except I'm not. I'm playing Midtown Madness 3.
Developed by Digital Illusions, aka DICE. Close enough.
Here,
Fine. You want to call this? You want to call this Rally Sport Challenge 1.5?
Except that also has
Rally
nothing to do
Sport
with
Challenge
it either.
1.5.
Yeah.
Just an extra half of a game. So, anyways, that's the first one down. So let's go to the next one, which is called Marauders. And apparently, generic girl number 7000, aka Mathilda, is apparently wondering if we want to be in a box throwing contest. If so, come see me and my friends later if you dare.
Oh,
Those are the
What is this game?
this is Midtown Madness 3.
By the way,
Wait.
you just arrived here, so it might be a good idea to introduce yourself. So,
Hello, I am some random guy he invited. I'm a guy from the street, you know. I just need someone place to stay.
From the street.
yeah,
Listen
he's
here,
the one.
you.
He's the one your parents warn you about when he says, "Close your window, or a stranger will come in."
Yeah, clearly.
Stranger danger.
Not bad.
You set
Yeah.
yourself up as such, actually. So yeah, close enough.
So one thing you're probably gonna notice right away from at least the first missions here is this game's kind of easy at the start. It's not very difficult at all. So you know.
I mean, you're just driving around picking up boxes.
and throwing them at people's face, throwing them at people's faces.
Basically, whilst driving a supersized smart car.
Pretty much. So, okay.
I just realized that's not a smart. That is the prototype for the upcoming smart SUV.
The FLE?
Oh. The Flea?
Yeah, the flea.
Yeah, the smart flea. They're,
So,
here,
yeah,
they're
so-
here to give you
so-
diseases.
So you know, the one thing about the FLE that makes it actually a pretty good car in this game is, you know, despite its low top end and, let's be honest, probably not very good durability, is that, and also there's just a thing, you don't actually have to follow the arrow, so long as you go through the marker, you can actually deliver a box on a different route. So, the one thing that makes this vehicle pretty good is it has one of the best, it's one of the best handling cars in the game. It's extremely nimble around corners and really smooth and just really easy to get into. So,
Better
Okay.
be.
that's race number 2 down, so let's go take a look at race number 3, which is going to be called Svens Parcel.
Okay.
Because parcels, you know? So, by the way, Torn, I gave you the link, so...
Well, I'm
He's
in
in.
there, so
I know, I can't actually see it, though. So, apparently there's a Scandinavian... Sven is apparently a Scandinavian race fan, and he's forgotten his parcel at the bus station.
Good job.
We have to deliver it, but at the same time, watch out for generic girl number 7001, aka Mathilda. She wanted this one and is a bit upset, so we better hurry up. So my question with this employer is, why does if the employer doesn't even like Mathilda, then why is she hired?
the story makes 0 sense.
Well, they do call it madness.
No, this is Midtown insanity. That's what it is.
Oh,
What's the
I
difference?
guess there is a different.
You know, Angel, you bring up a good point.
There's a different. I had to go in there to pick it up.
Today is a day I smash
Apparently,
your
the
parcel.
apparently this cargo is pretty fragile. And also,
It's fragile.
apparently you must be a pretty big dick if you're just gonna try to smash my car to destroy someone else's parcel. Well, because apparently because oh no, I wanted it to deliver it. So you're gonna wreck someone else's stuff? Wow.
That's
Yes,
not
GG.
how competition works
Jesus
in the
Christ,
yes,
delivery
it is.
industry.
FedEx is getting brutal these days.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
we
they
all
started
knew
throwing
FedEx
packages
was
at
bad.
each other.
We all knew FedEx was bad, but they didn't get to this point. Even UPS isn't this bad.
Oh well.
And they have no doors, so they
And
can
there we
just
go.
literally throw boxes out.
So yeah, if you see a red zone, you gotta stop basically. And there's Sven.
Say hello to Kleinman from me.
Yeah, just don't.
And I like how I've just been
Random car
rammed in the
crashes.
back. Yeah.
You
So we
just
unlocked
got
some new-
rear-ended.
We've unlocked some new undercover jobs, which we'll take a look at in the next part. But for now, we got one more to do here, and that is what's called the Kleinman issue, because the
Wait a minute,
headlines
wait a
are
minute.
all about Dieter's visit to Paris. So, our boss wants me and Mathilda, generic girl number 7002, to get the morning issue of Le Journal Parisien out now.
Oh.
So, wait a minute, did you just say you're undercover?
Apparently, we're undercover because this is just part of the job. Apparently, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. You're undercover at you're undercover and is working for an illegal package smuggling ring.
Did you just go for a tree?
Yeah, tree. You can do that, and I believe that was probably done on purpose because there's quite a few trees, so they didn't want you to like. In most cases, they didn't want you to suddenly just get stopped by it because you are going through the Midtown city streets.
Well, at least you ain't being stopped by every sop, yell, and one day sign.
Oh.
Oh no. You'll just lose a little bit of speed and your car will kind of shake up and everything, but apart from that, it's
God.
not bad.
What the suspension on that car must be incredibly rigid because that is bouncing all over the place.
Oh yeah, it's very springy.
Very
like-
static.
Cheap car, cheap components.
Oh.
That's my logic.
Out of the way, damn it!
Beep,
Decides
beep.
to ram a random car out of the way.
Barely the FLE doesn't give two fucks. It wants to get the paper out in time and beat generic girl number 7003.
Wow, Paperboy got lethal.
Yeah, it did get lethal.
At least you're not falling over every 2 seconds.
Now, if you've ever watched, there was a bit in Family Guy. It's like the paper bot. So it just throws a paper at the Herbert.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the
Shoots at
joke with-
him.
Oh,
that's-
what am I
that's the joke
what am
with
I
Chris
doing? I
Foster's
thought
job is outsourcing.
for some
Yeah.
reason I thought there was like a little bit of a shortcut there. I was wrong.
Wrong.
So you decide to ram yourself into a skip. GG.
Sure, why not? Let's be exciting about this. I mean, we're still gonna beat generic girl number 7004 anyways.
Well, this game is so insanely easy.
Well, yeah, judging by the looks of things, it doesn't take much to beat generic girl number 7005.
I thought
Why
it
does the number
was
keep
generic
going
girl
up?
number 7004, 3, 2, and 1.
Why does
Because
the number keep
Oh,
going?
you were just lucky.
This is like 4 mid strike count.
yeah, it is, isn't it?
Oh my god.
And there we go. Now that we've done those series of things, we can now drive the FLE outside of undercover mode because we've just unlocked it. So there you
Oh
go.
boy.
So that's that one done. And in the next part, when we come back to some more Midtown Madness 3 on part number 2, we shall be focusing. Oh, we got another cutscene.
So you say Sven is staying at the
Wow, that is the worst looking interior I've ever seen.
Hush you.
I hope that doesn't come as standard on the FLE.
Keep one
There's
eye
commentary. I
on
cannot
Sven
hear it.
character, and keep
Well,
your
neither can
other
anyone.
eye peeled for any other suspicious
But I can.
aliens. Oh, and keep another eye peeled for those socks. I love those socks.
Oh my god. I know this isn't the cutscene isn't even over. That's really goddamn cheesy looking back at it all these years later. But yeah. So work as a delivery. I just realized there's also description. I didn't look at that the first time around. But yeah, the first thing is work as a delivery guy while you keep your eyes open for anything suspicious.
Wow, logic.
Yeah, that's clearly how it works.
And now to play taxi driver.
So anyways, in the next part number 2, we shall become a taxi driver. So we shall take care of that in the next part. But for now, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at HDCentralYT. If you want to donate to my Patreon, it's in the description down below. And if you want to join my forums, it's also in the description down below at hdcentral.freeforums.net. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.
And stay tuned for another part of Driver 71.